Warning, this game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience while playing this game. For content warnings, please visit http://ddlc.mo/warning.html. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you are at least 13 years of age, and that you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. You can do settings, yep, on the window, skip unseen text. Add choices. I'm going to turn down the music volume just a little bit so that people can kind of hear me. And so that I can hear myself think and talk. No, I don't care. My straight up name is Andy. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together, and on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Eh? You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Andy. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, and then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Andy, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. Eh? That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did. In one of our many conversations, where did I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about? Zora likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Yeah, that's me. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. The fuck's a NEET? You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind, at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate on everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Zoro wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. That is something I would have joined, had my school had it for more than a year or two. Hello? Sayori? Zoro must have came into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting there and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't gotta say it like that. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know... Aw, she's suggesting a club. Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Mimi. Sayori's vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday that I would bring in a new member. Of course you did! And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes! Let's go! And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, and being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member! I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to chill the atmosphere. Aha! Andy, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So I'm a harem protagonist, apparently. Okay. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Isn't she the one that brought cupcakes? Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. Yep. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest girl in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears completely more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. It sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Andy. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talk. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica's probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. I don't know if I'd say athletic, but she's slim. I'll give her that. Basically, completely out of my league. And yet, I'm pretty sure she's the yandere of the harem. So having her smile at me genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica? Come sit down, Andy. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them! I'll get them! Sorry. I got a little too excited. You know, that's one of my favorite things in anime, is when, like, one of the cute chicks in the anime is doing the finger pressing thing. Because they got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! What? Oh, that's adorable! Natsuki lifts off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were made to use ears. Aw, that's cute! And creative, too. Wow. Props to you. So cute! I had no idea you were good at baking. So good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs the first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious, Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. Of course. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Sounds like I'm judging her baking, but I'm really not. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. And for some reason, I suddenly just got this weird mental image of Shimonetta. And immediately thought, that might not be icing. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? Okay, so she's the tsundere. Eh? I thought you technically did. Sayori said... Well, maybe. That's cute. But not for you. You know. You! Dummy. Alright. Wonder if this would have been better if I had, like, a, like if this was, like, actually voice acted. It'd probably make some of the scenes more disturbing, but also at the same time more unique. Well, not unique, but... I really do enjoy visual novels, and I know this is a visual novel. Which is why I'm playing it. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot to the next to the cupcake tray. You know, you keep a whole tea set in this room? I realized that was me talking. Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup help you enjoy a good book? Yeah. I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... And I'm assuming she's the kudere. It's filled with so many anime cliches already, and it's only the beginning of the game and episode. I mean, it's that, you know? I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Wonder if this is based on an actual manga. Oops, I accidentally skipped that. I'm trying to go to backspace. History. There we go. I'm gonna try to see what she said. Monica raises an eyebrow and then smiles at me. Okay. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me that I shouldn't tell Monica I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy to be here. So... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it is my duty to make the club as fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member of any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. And it feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monika's a really great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. And I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Yeah, from what I understood from watching an episode of Cardfight Vanguard, the main character was trying to start a club of the popular card game Cardfight Vanguard in the show's universe. And because apparently the student council board didn't see any of the benefits to said club, they decided to be wholeheartedly against it, making it almost impossible for them to actually do anything with the club. They had to get at least 5 members for the club, which is really cool. But yeah, they had to get at least 5 members for the club, and they also had to prove that it can be a competitive game. While also, I can come up with varied reasons why Cardfight Vanguard could be a school club. And back to the actual topic at hand, Monica here even says you can put it that way, so student board might be against your particular club. So you'd have to make up, reasons why it could be an academic thing. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. I'm also waiting for someone to tell me to stop playing this game while I'm ahead. But I haven't gotten that notification on my Discord yet. But I'm gonna double check right now. We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. That certain person hasn't hit me up yet, but they're too busy playing Subnautica. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. That's fine, so long as the topic's fantasy. So, Andy, what kind of things do you like to read? Can I actually choose? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Fuck you! I read all the time! Manga. Yeah. I've read manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking, after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Thank you. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious the way her eyes lit up that she finds comfort in the world of books, not people. Yup. I know how you feel, Yuri. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can be so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of elation by completely throwing you off for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror recently. Oh, yay? I read a horror book once. I have not. I've read several. Some of them Dean Koontz, others Stephen King. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you... I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I can't really put it down. I know how you feel there. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, what's that? Well, She gets scared easily. Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give that back! Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sawyer Sidles? What the fuck is that word? I'd say slides up behind Yuri and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess. Sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and even showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. You have a writing experience too, Yuri? Oh god, this is how they do the poem thing, isn't it? maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of our club. Isn't that right, Andy? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought... You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. Yeah, cute shit like that is kind of my weakness. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's all like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay to spend every day with these beautiful girls, right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes! I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed.
Nobody tell her that was my initial reason for coming.
And that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone, I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Andy, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah, sure, okay. Wow, I was actually acting without acting. That was kind of cool. Did I really impress the class star, Monika, with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Andy, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? Yeah, that's right. Sayori and I never walk home anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Such faking being a dating sim, since I know it's a psychological thriller. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstance, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Do I get to choose what it's about? It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think about your favorite club member. You think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whomever likes your poem the most. Vivid. I have to choose 20 of these? Holy shit. Vivid melody. Wait, can I go back? Okay. Can I go back? Like, I just seen anime. Oh, that's a loading screen. It's a nice little fake load gate. Daydream. Swimsuit. That... Bouncy. I'm just gonna pick random shit right now. Games. Must have games. I can't have it. I might not be able to have anime, but I will have games, damn it! Captain. Excitement. Imagination. Bed. Sparkle. Okay, that's starting to get scary. I've noticed with every good thing I pick, new negative options show up. Summer. Milk. Precious. Candy. I like sweet things. Doki Doki is an actual option. Nice. Nice self-plug there. Aura. Melancholy, no. Must click the boop! Must boop! Boop! Let's see. Tenacious. Peace. And finally, sticky. I better not have to read my poem. Hi again, Andy. Glad to see you didn't run away on us, haha. Don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least kept my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Andy. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you can just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the classroom. Oh, that's cute! Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga Monica. Manga is literature. You tell him, Natsuki. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Andy always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. Yeah, fun. That's what that, poem creation thing was. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. You almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two really are good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Andy can become good friends, too. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought something today, you know? Wait, Sayori? Me? No, not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal, and it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So, any nice gesture from you would be a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal out of it if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. So she's read this book. How's this girl accidentally being so cute? Also, wow, I just realized the mouse cursor is on her boob. She even picked out a small book that she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you, I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. My own pace is at least 10 chapters in a day? Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging through... Did Sayori accidentally give me a harem of chicks that have already had a crush on the character that I am? Because that's what this feels like. So she accidentally haremed me. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Her manga collection, I presume. Man. Looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down near the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? Read Yuri's book! There you go. But I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening to Sayori's conversation with Monica. Probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. That's because the literature clubs I've recognized are pretty much like that. It's basically a glorified book club, but with, reading skills comprehension quizzes and shit. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. Yeah? What do you mean? Even if we come up, with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. Plays exist, Sayori. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up. Also, it looks like they're holding hands down here. In the first place, you know? And after they can't... Oops, I accidentally hit that. And after they can't... Yeah, see? They look like they're nearly holding hands. And after they come, we can do the thing that speaks to their creative minds. What is this? Sayori's talking about this really seriously. It's rare to see her deliberating this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? Well, food would do the trick for me. What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Aha! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Of course! Food is the way to her heart. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, it's still her usual... Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Jesus Christ! I open my eyes and find Sayori's face filling my vision. Yeah, no shit. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Oh, fuck. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school even have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. I wasn't anime? Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. And you're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's because she's watching me sleep out the window. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? Come on, at least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Eh? Sayori glances around at herself. How's it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. Yeah. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste down and on your collar right here. You know, it would have been really cool if they had like a visual for this, besides the character that you are describing it. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would even notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. You don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Yuri. Sayori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Eh? That's super mean! Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. That's an image. So funny. What is it? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Eh? Don't say that. Don't make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this, aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? 'Cause boobs! That's why it's hard to close, 'cause boobs! Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. She didn't have boobs. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner than it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you always smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again! A+ game. Don't say that out loud! Anyway. You look much better now. Ah! Why does this feel so strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? Because you're so used to her not having it buttoned. But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew. That's so much better. Yes, let your tits breathe. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying it like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me much better than anyone else would anyway. That's because I'm a friend and I care about you. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed early. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? Maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Aw, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Eh? Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! I can't wait to read yours. Yet the same. I fail to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to receive her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. Our relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. Yeah, I'd find it hard to write a poem too, because I wouldn't even know what to write about for a poem. Especially since I was not paying attention to her at all when she said what the topic of the poem was going to be. I really don't find much inspiration, since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. No, mine's from one of those, one notebooks from what I seen on the, image where I was choosing fucking words. Sayori's is, yeah. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. That's the one. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Okay. You know what? This seems like a perfect place to stop recording for this episode. So I want people down in the comments who are actually watching this video, go down below and tell me who you want me to read to, or who you want me to show my poem to first. And with that, I'm going to save the game. If you enjoyed today's episode of Ddlc Literature Club, please leave a like down below, comment for more. And make sure you comment down below to see who you want me to choose. I'm interested to see who you want me to choose for this particular venture into a psychological horror game. And as always, have a wonderful day.